All right, good folks. This video is going to be a quick tutorial on how to make a thumbnail. I'm going to make tonight's thumbnail based off of John Wick. So let's check this out. Let's come over here and let's go over here and let's see John Wick movie posters. Oh yeah. No, this is the one. All right, so we're going to take this inspiration and we're going to come down here to ChatGPT. Boom. And then we're going to we are going to take our pick of John Wick and say create. And let's see how long it takes to get this. Thumbnail prompt for Nano Banana Pro for the following. Blend the theme of the movie ad, John Wick movie ad, not the colors. Add Fortnite theme and graphics. Replace real John Wick with damaged Fortnite John. Reference pick. All right, so that's just a basic prompt just to get it going. So we'll see how this turns out. She might give me a couple of variations, a couple of options, I should say. So let's see where we're going here. So then we'll go into the Higgsfield and use the Nano Banana Pro. Pop this in. That's a long prompt. Let's see what's going down to get down. Upload both. Okay. Uh, let's see. Leave space. Cool. All right. Cyberpunk variant. Oh, that'd be dope to have Johnny Silverhand as like a quick cameo. All right, so let's copy all of this and see what happens. Now, I don't always expect it to go right the first time. Sometimes I gotta play with it. Like last night's thumbnail took me about a good hour, maybe even an hour and a half, to create something what I feel is unique for the precinct. And tomorrow, if I get a chance, I'll actually create another one and play that some more. It's a pretty decent game. All right, so we're gonna go over here to the Higgsfield. Where's Higgsfield? I don't have it open. All right, so let's go back to Higgsfield. turn that down a little bit so there's no echo. All right, I should be logged in already. Let's get out of here. And then it's always good. We'll go over to the Nano Banana. It'll take a couple moments. So earlier, and this is the thumbnail that I made for whatchamacallit yesterday. So then I went over to the Grok, easily distracted. My bad, folks. This is why it takes me so long. We'll go over here to Grok. It's the last thing I did, so it should be easy to pick up. But you can see how you take this image. So this is based off of the precinct. This would be like the actual my version of their cover, but in real life. And then what I did was over here into the Grok, and I just animated it. So this is the kind of fun things you could do with creations that you do. Take them from one generator, move them into the next, and keep playing around with them to get a desired result. So I think this is kind of cool. So I want to know if YouTube will allow you to do these as thumbnails instead of just a flat image. But enough of that. All right, so let's go back over here to Nano Banana. And earlier I was making some food. So I created this beef patty, simple prompt, create a Jamaican style beef patty. Ingredients are oxtail, no bones, and small amounts of mac and cheese, green scallions for decor. I wanted the top of the beef patty to be off, but it works. You can clearly see everything, and this worked out perfect. Just for a fun prompt. And then I took this image and I said, break it down. Look, break this down into ingredients and quantities. Place on a island style cutting board. Place ingredients in a granite bowls, and boom, here we go. Now you can make oxtail and macaroni and cheese beef patties or patties. Yeah, good stuff. See, simple and quick. All right, so now we're gonna get rid of this, and now I have to move this over here. Nope, that's Meta. That's not what I need. I had to move this over. So if you don't know about this feature in Chrome, you can now split view. So now I'm going to take this. All right, let me Control A, Control V. I'm going to take this image over here. That should work. And then I'll download the image again. But for here, and then I can arrange and separate. Quick little trick for you to do that very quickly. All right, so now we're going to go to unlimited, 16.9 ratio, and it's going to come out in 2K. When I put it in Canva, it's going to come down in quality anyway. So when I size it up and all that good stuff, so to fit 2 MB into the YouTube thumbnail. But yeah, so let's click it and let's see what the first result is. And it'll take a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, I'll tell you why it took me an hour and a half last night to create the thumbnail. So the very first prompt I started out with was this. You can see it over here. Of course, I went to the chat and started it, and I was very vague with the description. So it came up with this nice and colorful, cool piece of artwork if that's what you're looking for. I wasn't really feeling this yesterday. So then the other two options that came out was this. Definitely not what I wanted. And I already showed you the final result, so you can see what kind of vibe I was going on, or going with, or aiming for, I should say. And this is like if it's like a, an ad for walkie talkies or something. So then I switched it up a bit because I said, that, these are drab, kind of corny. Then I did this, keeping with the neon designs that I usually like. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, cartoony artwork, 90s vibe. Definitely not what I was looking for though. And then here's like a another option variant of it, so to speak. But then we came up with this. And I got this based off of some prompts that I did a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, maybe. All right, it's still in queue, so we can go down a little bit. So we'll come down to here. As you can see, I create a lot. It's loads of fun, very simple and easy to do. If this is what you like to do, especially if you're a graphic designer, oh man, this will enhance your productivity by tenfold at least. Did I charge my controller? Oh, no. Hold on one second. I am definitely going to stream in a little bit. I'm going to just charge my controller real quick. Too bad, folks. I noticed the Fortnite went off. All right, so what I did was, let's come down here. You might already see it. So I've got Dubai, but New York is a better representation. I'll show you. So as you can see, it's like a top-down view. This was a Nano Banana trend, maybe like a month ago or so, whenever I did this. And I really liked it. And of course, I'm from New York, so it just made proper sense. And I believe I made another one. I thought I did it through here. It's got like a White Castles, and I don't think it came down to top down view. And then here's one for scales and tails, just some fun, some terrariums over here. But again, simple prompts, hanging out with the chat. I like the chat GPT. I find it great to use. I thought I did another one, but I guess not. Oh, here it is. I think this is it, but as you can see, it's really not a top-down view. So it's got left rack in the back, Yankee Stadium. Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan. Petland discounts, where I got my first pets. Hopefully, one day there's scales and tails. I don't know if it'll be this large, but hopefully, it'll be a nice facility, something we can do some cool stuff. Of course, White Castle is my favorite place ever on the planet. Best burgers you can eat. Queen Center Mall. You get the gist. Some fun times. So fast forward to yesterday, and you'll see the inspiration for. Oh, here's another cool one we did. I did this. I think I was using Bender from Futurama, and a Nano Banana trend was cities in a cup. So in this cup we have Fortnite, and in this cup we have Futurama. And because I was using Bender, kind of merging the two worlds together. This is my version of merging the two worlds together. Yeah, so I try to have some fun times when I'm doing the thumbnails. So so this was a prompt going wrong. So I recorded servicing a 125-gallon tank, and I wanted to do like a really neat artwork, but again, I was in the wrong vibe. Look at this. This is totally not my style. Totally not my style. So then I had to come back to reality. Here we go. This is more my speed. So this is a thumbnail I used for the 125 thing that I had a couple weeks ago. But again, simple prompts. I took the picture of the tank, obviously, and let AI do its thing. I got the Batman and the Joker. Although I only used Batman. We did a see, prompt fail, prompt fail, prompt sort of failure. This is kind of weird. I think I used this one, but it's kind of weird. Oh, here we go. Nope, it. I want to see a sneakers, but I think this is gonna work. I think that, yeah, I think this is gonna work. Oh yeah, that's cool. See, quick and easy artwork. Uh, I kind of wanted to show off the shoes, but I'll save that for another. I don't know. Let me see. That's kind of that's kind of cool. I think this does what I want it to do. And I think I'm going to say John Wick Chapter 4. All right, so let's go over to edit. Look how quick that was. And it's just a thumbnail for a quick stream. It's late. I'm probably only going to be on for a little over an hour. So I'm going to make a thumbnail for this. And then I'll make a finalized thumbnail for the YouTube. And then I'll see you guys on the line. I was going to actually just do this, but I'm actually recording this and not streaming it. But I was just going to do this and actually do the stream straight from here. So I might just end up doing that, but we'll see. So let's go back to the screen capture. So I definitely think I'm going to just end up using this because that's actually like it. I think it's going to work for what I'm trying to do. Because John Wick covers are always super simple and I don't want to overdo it. And I really like the image. It showcases his raggedy clothes because I have the damaged version. And it's got the stuff in the back. And there's only one other thing I could do, think of doing, I should say, and that's adding some text. So let's go over here to the edit. And I'm just going to get rid of all of this text. Control A, delete, using, oh, I don't know how I did that. All right, let's see what we got here. So we will delete these. Add the text. Correcting my dog. Using the John Wick font and the Fortnite font. Let's see if this works. Oh, hmm. In the left center. As if it were a movie ad, a movie poster. All right. Let's see what happens now, folks. Oh, here's another one. I just took a picture of some pen of vodka or something like that. And this came out. What other cool ones do I have in here that have some cool stories? Oh, check this out. So this started, and I think I did this on Christmas. And I think I ended up editing this one. Yeah, edited. I was like, add snow. And then we added snow. So I thought that was kind of cool how it added it to the characters. Then I was like, give it a winter theme. This was a little too much. A little too much. So then we did this. I went back to the other one, and then I just finalized it. Wrote my name in the snow. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, working with Nano Banana Pro is fantastic when it comes to graphic design. Makes everything super easy. And sometimes if you're just doing something quick, you get it right on the first prompt, you're good to go. And as you can see, this video is probably only maybe 20, 25 minutes long. I was trying to take this character. I think they call it Circuit. This is a Fortnite character. And I was trying to make my own character, but wasn't really feeling the vibe. All right, so let's see if it edited it. Nope, still in queue. That's cute. Cool. Excuse me. So these are definitely prompts that have gone wrong. So I'm working on something and I'm trying to come up with a concept, and I used the wrong reference. I used Mason Margiela because I looked at some of his artwork, and there was another artist that added to it and made it cool. But definitely, this is not what I wanted. But this is like a modern take on Westworld or Metropolis, if you know what that is. And it's just like another fun one. I think the vibe of this was where human meets machine or something like that. Oh yeah. So this was like a prompt failure, but I like the image. Look how crisp. I mean, look how crisp that is. Nano Banana Pro is just off the hook. So, oh, check this out. So this is another reason why I say you have to go back and forth to perfect the images, and it's not just always a one-hit wonder, or I should say, a one-hit home run. So this prompt, the idea went in good, but it came out terrible. So I had to fine tune it. I think I came back a couple days later, and this is the actual prompt. This is what I wanted. I wish the brain was still in the same position, but it kind of worked out perfectly because of the flow. So my next step with this is actually I'm going to animate these boxes. So this box and this box will have moving images, and I'll make this one look alive, and they'll all have a glow as if they're computer screens. Yeah, so that's a fun little project coming up. That's for the school, SKOOL. All right, let's see what we got. It's still in queue. So I actually might just leave it like this. Up. Oh, this is it. This is it. See how simple that was, folks? Oh, so there's no excuses. I use it for art. I've used it for other aspects of business and coming up with like ideas and structure, and putting workflows in place. So yeah, if you're a designer or a creator, step up your YouTube thumbnails for your streams. Yes, they've been working the way they were. Try something new. Maybe they'll work even better. And on that note, this has been a quick lesson with your boy Reptile Dude DMV. I definitely thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for this screen going back to the way it is, but it is what it is. I don't know what I'm doing. And this is the only way I know how to do it. So on that note, folks, peace. And I'll see you in a little bit. I'll probably see you realistically probably in about 25 minutes on a live stream. I'm going to start playing. All right, good people. I definitely appreciate you. And I hope this was educational and helpful. And I hope it inspires you to do something different. Peace.